Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Eat the Beast. I'm a little hyper. I'm not gonna lie, I'm just a little excited, hyper, and it's not all the coffee I've been drinking. No, I finished class yesterday, my last class for like months. Very excited about that. Still have a few more finals to go, but I don't have to worry about that right now. No, I don't. And I'm not going to. I'm gonna kill this skeleton. So I've been relieving some more frustration, blowing things up, as you can see. I don't know. I just really want. I really like the mining laser when it comes to just blowing things up. Yeah. So I blew up the skeleton spawner that was here. Well, I think it was a skeleton spawner at the time. It might have been the wither spawner. But I have a couple of extra wither soul shards if they haven't fixed that bug yet. I haven't checked. And yeah, I killed my cow spawner too, but that's okay because, well, I've got a stack of beef. Oh, the bug's back. The nano saber will run and run and run, and it won't lose its charge, which, I mean, I guess it's okay. It's convenient, but it feels a little, like it's out of balance. So the problem with exploding everything, I think I mentioned it last time, is that I essentially I create a war zone for myself. It's just like I've been trying to work on the turtle here, adjusting a few things. I was hollowing out up here, as you can see, quite a bit accidentally. When you switch modes and you're holding down the button for the mining laser, you can actually accidentally, yeah, you change. Anyways, I'm not making sense. The point is, I accidentally put it on long range when I meant to have it on low focus, and there we go. And I punched a hole in the ceiling there. So I'm gonna fix that, and then right here is where it gets really thin. This is pretty thick through here. There's no, I don't think there's any ground in sight this way, but right there is the sky, and of course, obviously, right here is the sky. And I'm gonna seal this off again. One of the cool things, I don't know why. I mean, I guess if I would have thought about it, I probably could have put two and two together. But when you have it on explosive setting, because basalt is blast proof, watch what happens. Nothing happens at all. So it makes it a lot simpler when you're trying to say cut away everything but the basalt. So that's a really nice feature. See, I can just do that, and they're gone, but yeah, everything else is still there. So I'm going to put that back. That's my little marker to say, hey, you need to go back with some smooth basalt and add that. So today, in celebration of classes being over and a little bit of the stress is relieved, not all of the stress, of course, because like I said, I have the finals, but we're going to be working on the mob spawner today. I think I told you a while back, it's been a number of episodes ago, that we're going to work on this guy over here. And the first one I'm going to work on is the Enderman spawner. Now, I've been going over a few like design ideas in my head. And there's a couple of ways I could do it, I'm sure. But I'm going to try a piston pusher design. It may, just because of the volume that the, tier 4 soul shard can put out, it might be beneficial to just, let them drop. But I'm going to try to funnel them into a 2x2 section and drop them into some vines, and then further drop them into a very specific location. Now, a couple of concerns that I have is I can't remember if Endermen have to have line of sight to teleport. So, can they? They can't see through glass. Pretty sure they can't. So, and I'm going to probably do a half slab design, so it's sort of see-through, maybe some glass. But I'm going to be gathering some materials together, and we're going to stick this sucker. They only need, I think, 40. Is it 44? I might have to go look at the wiki to double check. But they don't need a ton of... Oh yeah, I think I said I was going to raise this up so I don't have to see spots. a thunder snowstorm. That's cool. So yeah, I'm gonna raise this up a couple of levels here so I don't see dots, and I need to cap this off. And I might, you know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that, but I'll do that off camera because you don't want to see me trying to place these things. It's pretty boring. But so yeah, let me do that and get some materials together, some sticky pistons and some things and some other stuffs, and then I'm gonna try to get this going again here since I got exploded by a creeper. But I'm gonna leave this here. It's sort of interesting. I can run around and I feel like just hitting monsters for no particular reason. I can do that. Oh, or it's sort of fun to sort of, if there's skeletons around, anyways, to try to avoid the arrows. So yeah, okay. So not getting distracted at all. I'm gonna get some snow together, cap that stuff off, and get some sticky pistons and whatnot, some gear, and we will attempt. I'm not testing this out previous in any creative thing, so I'm just gonna sort of wing it. We'll see how it goes, and we're gonna build ourselves an Enderman spawner. So I will be right back. So I am making a little more progress here. I put dirt up there for one reason. The main reason is because it's really a pain when you're trying to put those snow panels on like each other's edges. Oh man, that gets to be so frustrating. So I'm not finished with it yet, but I thought I'd just show you what I've been up to. Yeah, we'll leave that. It'll be secret. Yeah, I've got this almost finished. See, I got the one layer finished, but not quite almost, I guess. So one layer's done, and it's dirt time. So yeah, what have I been up to? Other than school, which I guess you all know that I've been doing school. Yeah. I have been listening to one of my new favorite bands. I have been listening the crap out of Monsters and Men. I just tuned into them briefly when they were playing at Coachella. I had never heard of them before. I think their album, My Head is an Animal, they released that in 2011. And they're Icelandic. If you don't know about them, they're very talented. It's like a big ensemble group. They have like the lead singer is more of a duet, a guy and a gal. And everyone plays a guitar. Seems like they're probably a pretty talented group. And so yeah, I've been listening to them quite a bit. They're pretty soothing, I guess. I don't know if that's a good compliment. Hey, what's up? Some people may not consider that a compliment, but I think it is because I think, I don't know. That's just what I think of their music. And I like that. That's a compliment in my book. So yeah, I've been, had it on repeat over and over and over again. Just listening to it. And it was funny because there's a group called Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros, and they put out a single called Home. And the chord progression between Home and of Monsters and Men, Dirty Paws song is exactly the same chord progression, except I think it's like a half step or a whole step lower. Sorry, higher, the Dirty Paws version. And so I was reading, there were some comparisons being made, and I think that's pretty common in music. You know, people hear a sound that they like and they copy it. They do something similar to it. I mean, you know, one of my favorite bands, Zeppelin, I mean, they were like incorporating the rock that they'd heard with the blues that they heard. And so they were, you know, products of who they were listening to. So I don't know if Monsters and Men listened to Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros, or maybe they had similar influences. But I just thought that was interesting that the songs are so similar. There's I'm out of dirt. So yeah, go check it out if you're interested. if you'd like some new music. I'm always, I think I mentioned this before, I'm always up for listening to new music, stuff that gets me sort of energized and excited about. I don't know. It helps distract you when you're doing like a sort of something you don't want to do, like studying for a test or something like that. So yeah, here you can see what I was doing here. I'm laying out the dirt so I can put the I think it's covers. I don't have my saw with me. So yeah, I'm gonna go grab some more dirt and then I'll go ahead and do the panels and then I'll finish up the dirt. And then I'm gonna do a similar look down here. I'm gonna do grass and some trees because that's one of the things that I guess the downside of the glacier is there is really no color unless you bring it. So you gotta bring it. I'm gonna bring some color to it like I have over here. So let me get some snow panels and I'll be back once I make a little more progress. Oh, this is so much easier. This is way nicer. Trying to hit that big square right there as opposed to the little edge just like that. And sometimes they would stick up. Yeah. Anyways. So, how's it going? I'm excited to get this done. I'm wanting to make more item tesseracts, or, well, not just item tesseracts, but tesseracts in general. And they require, I think it's 8 eyes of ender each. And so that can get expensive after a while, especially since they only stack in stacks of 16, and so your barrel is just a little bit more limited. So, and I guess unless you have multiple barrels. And I haven't got into the dark iron yet, just because I'm a little afraid of it, and also didn't really see a good place for it just yet. Because dark iron making is not something you want to mess around with at all. And it's part of the factorization mod. And I've seen some pretty bad experiments gone awry. So that's part of why I'm clearing out underneath there, because I need more space. Because I don't want everything sort of bunched up. So yeah, I'm going to be needing more item tesseracts, fluid tesseracts, etc. There we go. And so that's why we're concentrating on the ender farm first. Okay, well, if I keep talking, I'm going to take up all my time just doing this. So let me do this a little more off camera, and then we will hopefully get right to the farm. Oh, I've just remembered something else I wanted to mention. The contest. I totally sort of neglected that in my thinking. I should have mentioned it at the beginning of the episode, but whatever. So the contest, I think I was a lot more obscure than I intended to be. So I'm going to be giving progressive hints. So I'm going to be giving a hint in this episode. And then the hints will get, better and better, that kind of thing. So a lot of people were asking some really good questions, like where should we not look for the clues? And that was a good question. So yeah, they're not in the annotations. They're not something I say. They are something I write or wrote, I guess. So check out places that I could write things, and it's in the video. It's not external to the video. So I hope that helps. Again, I think I mentioned they are relatively recent videos, so don't go too far back. Don't go back to the beginning and start from the beginning trying to find them. And I think if you start towards the beginning and work backwards, or if you maybe remember something from a certain episode that you saw, start there. That would be your clue. So check that out. And again, more good luck to everyone. And yeah, so let me finish this up and we'll move on to the actual farm. So I am almost done. You see, I am all dirt down here. I need to bring a couple of grass blocks over to get it going with the grass, and just, yeah, finishing this up right here. Ooh, I missed a spot. Yeah, the downside to using the advanced diamond drill with the enchantment on it, and I think it's just like efficiency. Yeah, it's not even efficiency 4, it's efficiency 3. It tears through these covers, snow covers, like they're butter. Butter. I mean, it's like hot butter. Wait, warm knife, hot butter. Whatever. It tears through there all very quickly. And so one accidental slip and I create a big hole. But that's okay, because after this, I will not have to worry about it. Just a little bit more over here. Let's get down on its level. But yeah, I think it's looking pretty good. I'm going to leave all the cave imperfections. They're sort of interesting to me. I might put some fences just so I don't have any mobs like hopping down on me. But more than likely, I'm going to... all of the spawners are going to be sort of out in the middle. I was trying to plan it out. I'll have to tell you, admit, I guess, a strange sort of design tool that I use when I am designing things. I will use an Excel spreadsheet. If I'm designing something that's like more structural, when I design the face, the skull, I just used like graph paper when I made a little entrance kind of thing. So yeah, when I made that, I was just using graph paper. But when I do other designs, like farms and that kind of thing, I'll use an Excel spreadsheet, and I'll make all the cells the same size, blah, blah, blah. So this is a 32 by 32. So you can put, I think, 4 8 by 8 spawners in the middle, and they can go all the way down, obviously, to the very bottom. So how are we doing on dirt? We're doing great. Okay, so yeah. Let me get some grass, and I need to seal this right here. If no mobs will be able to get in because there's just one high, but it actually looks sort of cool. But I don't think I'm gonna leave it because I want it to look sneaky. I want it to look like it's just a big glacier here. So this will be pretty tedious, I believe. Yeah, it's gonna be really tedious. So I will continue my tedium. I'll keep it to myself, and I guess I'm going to have to hover and do it. So I'll keep doing that, and I'll be right back. Here we go. No. Holy crap. Ah. No. Oh, there's a lot of mobs. That's crazy. Hey, you're a bad shot. You're stupid too. Look at you. Just kidding. You're just fine. It's done. It's done. Woohoo! Look at all the lights. I love how the micro blocks let in lights. So, here we are. So I'm going to put some grass blocks down. And I'm probably going to light the place with, yeah, probably going to light the place with glowstone, which is what I have in my inventory. But I don't know. I don't know if that's what I'll keep permanently, but certainly for now. All right, let me do this, and I'll be right back. All right, got some glowstone down and some grass, and I was just checking the light level here. I think it's pretty good. I believe it has to be below, is it 8 or below? Or 7? I don't remember. I always try to keep it at 8 to be the lowest, and that seems to do the trick. And it's getting dark. But it doesn't have to be dark to check the block level, so that's pretty cool. And I try to place them all sort of randomly, the glowstone that is. So, I'm not going to work on the entrance today, I don't believe. And I might even move it over to be a little more central. But I am still striving to not have everything be too symmetric. I think it looks better when it's not totally symmetric. So yeah, that's a sneaky looking glacier, but in reality, it's going to be a major mob spawning thing. I was thinking about, I might even put a border down here. Like a stair border or something. I don't know yet. Depends on, I guess, whatever hits me in the moment. Strange missing block. Okay. So now it's time. I'm going to put away this stuff. And I'm going to grab, I think we're going to do, it'll come to me in a second, stone brick half slabs. And so I'm going to grab that, and I'll be right back. I'm going to stop with that, my redneck persona all the time. I like my redneck persona. I really do. He's a little stupider. He don't have that good grammar. He don't talk too well. But, and I am dumber. That's the truth. But, I like to four-wheel drive my four-wheeler. Okay, I'm done. Bye. Oh, and before I forget, this thing is way too productive for me right now. I was just, as I was over there, wait, where's over there? Over there, doing stuff on the spawn housing. Hey, watch it. Go away. This thing filled up all of these, well, almost all these chests. When I saw it, it was already filling into here. I turned it off. So it's way, very efficient, and I'm looking forward to moving all this stuff out. But I think that's going to be a project for another day. So, stone half slabs. Okay, so here's the plan. I want to start sketching this out a little bit. So my idea, like I said, this may not work at all, but we're going to try it out. Okay, so first of all, I need to go up like, let's go up like 5 or 6 blocks here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to go, let's see, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So that is 10. 10 this way. Let's go another 9. 2, 3, 4. Be a lot easier if I just did this. 5. Go. What? That's strange. I've lost count. I think that's 9. We'll do it over here too. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then 9 should join it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, 8 because I already have one there. Okay, then we're going to go down. So this would be the position of the block with the piston. I'm going to use sticky pistons, so the piston will sit here. And then it will need to be powered by something standing on a pressure plate right here. So these are all my pistons. Okay. Pistons. Yep. And this is basically going off of the design. Yeah, I guess I could use string and what are those things called? Left switch. Sheesh. There they are. Tripwires. That's what they're called. I could use tripwires. So I'll have to think about that. So anyways, here it would be where the Enderman would stand. And this is sort of based off of the Enderman farm that DocM77 does, JL, those guys. I built one of those in my LP. My LP. My old vanilla. Yeah, I don't have an old LP. Maybe I'll build one in a new LP. Okay, so this will be the next bit down. Too far. That was skillful and accidental. I'll trap myself in here. So this is my 8x8 right here. Boom. So I didn't even go high enough for it. So the idea would be that this would be the spawn, it would be contained in here. So if they landed here, they would go, and then if they landed here, they go, and then they'd go down to the middle, which would be right here. So then they land here, and they go, and then they'd fall. And they'd have like some sort of tube right there. And so, yeah, it's bigger than 10 by 10 because of the pistons. Because this is a 10 by 10 right here. So this is actually now a 12 by 12. Which I don't think is going to be problematic, but I am going to have to look at my layout on my super cool Excel sheet to make sure I am within my boundaries. Okay, these are my pistons. I don't need them right now. My pistons. They're my stand-ins for pistons. So yeah, so then the spawn soul shard, that's what I'm trying to say, would be like right about here. Yeah, like right here. And they obey the same characteristics as the other spawners do. Wait, I didn't have to do that. The long side, I believe, goes towards the negative, so it'd go this way. Right, so this would be right. You'd come in 3, right, 1, 2, 3, boom, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so this is exactly where the spawner would go. Put a little something there. There. So the spawner would go here. They would spawn. Okay, well, is that high enough? That's the good question. I mean, if they spawn, yeah, I think that's right. Because if they spawn like at this level, sorry, let me do this real quick. So this would be the height, I believe. Would that be enough? Let's cap it off and see. Okay. So this, yeah, that's 1, 2, 3. So that would give them plenty of space to spawn because they're 3 tall. And then they would basically just fall. Or if they, I guess if they spawned right here, I don't know. See, that's the one thing that I'm unsure of. Is if, as the spawner, as they say they spawn like right here, and they fall, are they going to take damage? Because then, of course, I'm not making a, I'm thinking XP. And XP, you want to have a controlled drop. But when you're making just a farm for their stuff, it doesn't matter how far they go. Yeah, so that's not going to matter. That's not going to matter at all. I'm not going to use, I don't think I'm going to use Enderman for that anyways. I might use something different for, because I still do need an XP farm. That's something I need to have. Of course, I might not have it over here either. Okay, enough brainstorming for me. I'm going to go ahead and figure out where I'm going to place it, way the crap up there, and then we'll start building it. But I figured it out. No, that's bad. I figured it out. I'm like mixing Wisconsin and some sort of strange British accent. I ain't working. Okay. Yeah, figured it out. So, based using a 10 by 10 model, which most of the spawners will use just water to move mobs. So a 10 by 10 model is a good one to go by. That will be the size of most of the spawners. You can easily fit 4 in a grid with four spaces on the left and the right. That may not make sense, but it will shortly. So I'm lost. Can I plant a cattail here? Ooh, I can because it's next to water. You can't do it unless it's next to water. So that's cool. Yeah, put some trees over there. Let's see, what else do I need? What else do I need? Well, of course I need pistons. I keep forgetting that part. It's sort of an important part. Alright, I'll be right back. So here is the general design. What I was trying to say earlier was you come out 4 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you have a 10 by 10 area for a spawner, which creates an 8 by 8 interior. And then you come out 4 this way. So and then there'll be a space of 4 in between. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the other spawner will be here. And that will be true over here as well. Ooh, I didn't think about that. That will fit. Yeah. Be a little tight, but that will fit if we put these all at the same height. And so, but the one thing about this guy, he's going to be a little bit different because... So yeah, I'm interested to see. I'm just thinking about with Enderman, like I said before, do they need line of sight to know where to go? Because if that's the case, we could have problems. We could have Endermen everywhere. So maybe I should do some experiments with that before I build all these out and then end up finding out that this is not going to work at all. The other thing about the Enderman is because you can't really move them. I mean, I guess I could piston them along. But that would be a pretty big pain because it's like it'd be like a 3 by 1 movement. You have to go down 3 for every one you want to go over, and that would be a pain. So these guys are going to drop straight down, and so really there can't be any other spawners around it. Well, until it gets to the height of 40, or 44, whatever it is. We might drop them like 45 or 48 or something like that. So if they spawn here, feet level's at 16, 32, 64, no, 68, right? 100 plus 32, wait, 168 plus 32 is 100. Wait, yeah, so 48 would be at... Oh, math. 68. Okay, so then we'd have to drop them down to right about here. This would be their drop height. Where my feet are. It's 68. That would be 48 block drop. But that's not true because I'm going to have because they're going to come down. So yeah, that shouldn't be trying to do math. A, I shouldn't be trying to do math on camera, and B, I shouldn't be trying to do math until I've made it. So let me make it. And I'll make my pistons. Let's go ahead and start putting them in. Okay, so you're going to have to come out back a block. So the piston will go here. The block will go here. So let's do this. Be easier if I could stick my head right here. Don't move. With hover mode on, it's not too bad on your jetpack energy. Okay. We won't need one there, but we will need one here. So there. Now, is that right? So we'll probably have like a different color block here, different type of block. Yeah, that's right. Okay. let me work on this a little bit, and then I'll come back. So here is the first draft, I'll call it. So it's basically half slabs. It's very minimal, I guess I should say. Half slabs where I have to have them, full blocks where I have to have them, and otherwise, that's it. So now the question is, and this is part doc, part etho. So it's like doctho, ethem 77. I don't know. So yeah, I'm using some of the same ideas from both Doc's Enderman spawner, like I mentioned before, but it's also very much like the Blaze spawner that Etho had designed. So as you see, there are six pistons each side. Down here there are 4 pistons each side, and down here there are 2 pistons each side. And eventually that will drop the Enderman down. One of the things I was a little concerned about is the drop height. But the problem is that I don't know of any way of getting this more compact. I may have been able to do something like let's see. Yeah, see, even then I can't, because like if I didn't have, there has to be some space somewhere. Otherwise, like if you just put redstone right here, I should demonstrate, or even some of the red power stuff, both of those powers through the block. So it powers both the piston above and below, which doesn't work. Because the Enderman could be pushed out, and then it would fall on this block, but then it could easily just walk back up before the block retracts. So I tried tripwires, but the problem with tripwires is they require sort of bookend blocks to receive the redstone power. Well, when you have a circle, yeah, it's hard to do have the bookends because, well, where are you going to put it? Over here and here? Well, then you can't. If you put it here, one here and one over here, then how are you going to run the tripwire going this way? So I'm going back to the old pressure plate and repeater design. There may be something in red power that I don't know about that could help me with this, but you know what? This is going to be just fine, I believe. So I'm going to let's see. I'm going to grab some more materials for repeaters, and then we will set up the spawner in the middle, and we're going to give it a shot, give it a test. So yeah, let me grab that, and I will finish setting up the repeaters. All right, it is all done, all finished up, and I'm a little concerned about the height here. I might raise this up another block level, but let's just see. Let's just drop them and hope they don't teleport. They don't have anything to teleport to, because that's too high. I guess they could teleport up if they can do it without needing line of sight. So, all right, here he goes. I think I said tier 4 earlier. This is a tier 5. See where I guess I'm closest here. Let's see if I can reach it. No. Yes. Okay. Let's do this. And this. And this, I guess. Thought I brought more redstone wire, but I did not. So then, well, that's okay. They'll start spawning. And then, I hope anyways. Maybe they won't because this is not high enough. Yeah, they're not doing it. Oops, I'm sorry. All right, well, let's Let's raise it up. All right. This is now up 1 level. So it's on. Yes, it's on. Let's give it another shot. Okay. Yeah. All right. Good, good, good. It seems to hurt him a little bit when it drops him down. Like, sorry. Of course it hurts them when it drops them down. It seems to hurt them when they get hit. No, that did hurt them. There we go. Uh-oh. That's not gonna work. Let's make sure they're dying. They should be dying very easily. Yeah. No problem. Sweet. That's awesome. I love how it rains Enderman. It's a very satisfying thing. Okay, you guys need to stop getting mad at me. Just go. Does he see me? No, he was just... I'd say it's a pretty good rate. They're not staying very long in those non-spawn pad areas right there. Yeah. So now I'm going to hook up a wireless guide up here, and that way we can control it wirelessly. And I'm going to go collect some ender pearls. But you know what? That will do it for this episode. I hope this... I'm sure it's long. I haven't checked the time, but like I said, I'm sure it's long. I hope you've enjoyed it, and hope you guys have a good weekend, or having a good weekend. And after finals are over, I'm hope to be putting out a few more videos per week. So I look forward to that, and I'll catch you guys again next time.